First in the Carolinas, the commitment to news excellence and innovation. This is WBTV Charlotte. Bob Inman, Sarah James, Paul Cameron, and Mike McKay. All tonight on WBTV News, The Night Report.
Good evening. We will know by mid-afternoon tomorrow whether professional baseball...
From WBTV Charlotte, Bob Inman, Sarah James, Paul Cameron, and the area's most experienced weathercaster, Mike McKay. The team that's on your side. This is WBTV News. From WBTV Charlotte, Drew Levinson, Laurie Stokes, Terry Mooney, and AMS meteorologist Eric Thomas. The team that's on your side. This is WBTV News, the Weekend Report.
Good evening. Lori has tonight off. The temperature is dropping, heading the Carolinas to what's...
You're watching WBTV News Channel 3, making a difference for the Carolinas. Bob Inman, Lisa Cooley, Eric Thomas's custom forecast, and Paul Cameron's sports. This is WBTV News at 5.
For the fifth time in a month, fast food workers in Charlotte get the scare of their lives. Welcome to the News at 5.
From WBTV Charlotte, Bob Inman, Denise Dorey, meteorologist Eric Thomas, and Paul Cameron Sports. This is WBTV News Channel 3 at 5.
School districts in the Carolinas measure their success as the new SAT scores are announced. Welcome to the News at 5. I'm Michael Marsh. Bob's off tonight.
From WBTV Charlotte, when you need news, this is WBTV News Channel 3 at 11.
Good evening. A Gaston County Corrections officer shoots and wounds an escaping inmate.
That's our first story this Wednesday night.
From WBTV Charlotte, Carolina's home for news. This is News Channel 3 at 11.
From South Dakota to upstate New York, people are picking up the pieces of their homes and lives tonight. A powerful storm system belted the region with tornadoes and hurricane-force winds. And that is our top story tonight. Good evening and welcome. I'm Sean Hightower. Well, nearly a dozen...
From Charlotte and across the Carolinas, this is WBTV News 3 at 11.
Another night of wondering what will happen next with Sharika Adams' family and the man police say killed her as we await a verdict in the Ray Caruth murder trial. It's first at 11. Good evening. I'm Paul Cameron.
And I'm Denise Dorey. Of all the players in the Ray Caruth murder trial,
It's 5:30. Time for news. Tanya Bendixson and Jamie Ball are live in our Center City studios in Founders Hall.
WBTV News 3 starts now.
Opening arguments are underway right now in this man's trial.
WBTV News 3 starts now.
Scorching heat, it is the hot topic, and it's created problems with local lakes.
Officials say that waters needed to cool us down are not doing a good job, and fires are keeping firefighters busy in this record heat wave.
Bankman. On your side, the 7 o'clock solution. WBTV News 3 Prime Time.
Good evening. I'm Maureen O'Boyle. Thanks for being here on this Monday. The banking landscape of Charlotte takes a drastic turn today, whether or not...
3 starts now.
All new at noon, the West Charlotte Athletic Director is returning to his job. He's been on suspension during a player eligibility investigation in Charlotte, Mecklenburg schools. And that story is first at noon.
First at 5:30, running on empty. Gas stations going dry, not only here in the Queen City, but all around our area. WBTV on your side to help you find fuel.
The bailouts break down. The $700 billion plan to fix the economy. A tough sell on Capitol Hill. So what could happen if it doesn't pass?
And a consumer alert tonight. Doggy danger. Local vets with a deadly serious warning for pet owners. How to protect your pooch from a growing problem.
WBTV News 3 starts now.
And good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tanya Bendixson.
And I'm Jamie Bull. We got more on the economy, more on the gas crisis in a moment.
This WBTV high definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News starts right now.
It is opening night for legal drag racing. Regular folks with a need for speed getting their kicks.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News starts now, first at 4.
And a good Wednesday afternoon to you. I'm Jamie Bull.
And I'm Brigida Mack. Thanks so much for being here.
WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 5 starts right now.
How did this Charlotte teenager get past checkpoints and onto a U.S. Airways plane bound for Boston? Tonight, a congressman demanding answers from the TSA about a major security breach. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I'm Paul Cameron.
And I'm Maureen O'Boyle. Nice to have you with us on this Friday.
WBTV News at 5:30 starts right now.
A South Charlotte Goodwill store destroyed by arson last month says it plans to rebuild.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
Some strong storms moving toward Charlotte at this hour. We're tracking them on powered Doppler radar. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Lots of news. I'm Paul Cameron.
And I'm Maureen O'Boyle. Lightning, heavy rain, and some powerful winds.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News Prime Time starts right now. This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 11 starts right now. This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV on your side with breaking news now.
In fact, we are on two breaking stories. First at 4, a SWAT situation happening in Northeast Charlotte. A man shot and police are searching for the suspect.
Plus a major backup on I-77 southbound after a car and truck collide. The interstate just...
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. WBTV News at noon starts right now. This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
Good evening. I'm Dedrick Russell. Paul and Maureen are off tonight. Lexi Hooper died when the car she was riding in crossed the center line on Highway 74 in Wadesboro.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. WBTV News at 11 starts right now.
Waves of heavy rain moving from the south to the north across the Carolinas tonight. Powered Doppler radar shows we are under a flash flood warning until 1 a.m. and it is all part of Tropical Storm Andrea. Good evening and welcome. I'm Molly Grantham.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. WBTV News starts right now.
Right now, a system of storms is moving close to the Charlotte area. We're tracking when the rain could reach your neighborhood. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Sarah Blake Morgan in for Sharon Smith.
WBTV News Sunday morning starts right now.
This broadcast is sponsored by Subaru South Boulevard and Subaru Concord. WBTV on your side. WBTV News starts right now.
Alrighty, hope you're having a great start to your Sunday morning. I'm Brody O'Connell.
And I'm meteorologist Al Compton in for Lindsay DePastis.
WBTV on your side. WBTV News starts right now with breaking news.
And we're following breaking news out of Charleston, South Carolina.
A press conference just started moments ago talking about the shooting at the historic church in Charleston where 9 people were killed. Let's listen in.
This broadcast is sponsored by Subaru South Boulevard and Subaru Concord. WBTV on your side. WBTV News starts right now.
Now on primetime, accused Charleston church shooter Dylan Roof could face the death penalty. Today, why prosecutors say they will...
This is WBTV News on your side. WBTV News starts right now with breaking news.
We're following several breaking news situations right now. 2 of them you are seeing here.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Hendrick Automotive Group. Live from Charlotte, this is WBTV News on your side.
Now at 11 o'clock, what will be the fate of the Panthers franchise? We've got team coverage for you on the fallout from sexual and racial allegations against the team's owner, Jerry Richardson. Plus,
there are plenty of areas in the city that could use this project. It's not South Charlotte, and it's not the Arboretum.
The Charlotte leaders approve a rezoning plan that has neighbors upset. Why one council member says this affects everyone. But first, some roads closed right now after a deadly crash near the airport.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Hendrick Automotive Group. Live from Charlotte, this is WBTV News on your side.
Now at 4:30, the District 9 special election is almost here, and candidates are doing everything in their power to make sure voters turn out this Tuesday. And Dorian may be gone, but the storm's impact is...
QC Morning is sponsored by U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
Today on QC Morning, big news from a popular tourist attraction so many of you bring your families to.
QC at 3 is sponsored by U.S. Bank. We'll get there together.
Today on QC at 3. Chocolate, peanut butter, and another tasty treat. Reese's has released a new goodie that will have you running to the grocery store. Hands-on learning that transforms students into chefs. A local culinary school is helping far beyond filling the table. Little kids are known to swallow any items they can get their hands on.
WBTV, first with breaking news. First with stories unfolding right now. First to alert you about changing weather. WBTV News is first at 4.
Our spring-like warmth about to come to an end. We have 3.
WBTV covering breaking news live. More reporters on the important stories live. Tracking your first alert weather live. WBTV News live at 5 starts right now.
And we've been talking about it all week long. The first alert weather day is in place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
WBTV, updating the biggest stories with new information. On your side with investigations that get results. Tracking first alert weather to keep you and your family safe. It's all right now. New at 6.
Rain, more rain, and the chance of snow in the forecast. I'm timing out when the wet, wintry weather moves back in. 3 first alert weather days heading into the weekend.
Traffic was stopped on 85 in
On your side tonight with Jamie Bowl starts now.
Carolina Panthers have a new head coach, Frank Reich, but some fans think the team fumbled the pick for the position. Smoke and flames at a local NASCAR team shop.
I heard a whole bunch of people yelling, and that's when we started hearing sirens.
3 people taken. This broadcast is sponsored in part by Hendrick Automotive Group. Live from Charlotte, this is WBTV News on your side.
This broadcast is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan for thepeople.com.
Live on your side, WBTV News starts right now.
A little bit of cloud cover out there and tracking a little bit of rain in the mountains, and we will see spotty thunderstorms today. We'll talk about that and a first alert for your weekend.
WBTV News starts right now with breaking news.
And breaking news now, first at 4, a man just arrested after police say he led them on a chase after reportedly shooting a postal worker. We're hearing from neighbors who had to stay in their home.
Live on your side, WBTV News starts right now.
You do not know how much damage you have done to so many families in this community.
New at 6, dozens of complaints filed against a flooring company. WBTV on your side investigating after many of you contacted us.
On your side tonight with Jamie Bowl starts now.
And on your side tonight continues now. Good evening. Thank you so much for staying with us here at 7:30. I'm John Carter. In tonight for Jamie Bowl. And tonight we're remembering a dear friend. Right now, memorial service is happening.
Live on your side, WBTV News starts right now.
We've got breaking news here at 11 o'clock. A homicide investigation in Union County. A man is accused of killing his father. What investigators say.
You're watching WBTV Charlotte.